Welcome to A Shot of Joe, the place where you come to get enlightened and get empowered. So this is a really exciting week. I wanted to make this end of the month video just to get everybody ready because we're coming down the stretch here for May, which has been, of course, a very super high energy month. This has been the month of the year. This will be the month of 2021 because this is a 5 month, which is the number 5 when we do our numbers, right? 2021, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. We had 3 portal openings this month. We had one on May 5th, which was, of course, 555. We had one on the 14th, which was in the middle of the month. And the final one will be this week, which will be the 23rd of May. That'll be the final one. So this week, very high vibration as we move toward the end of the month, as we move toward this 555 portal. So that's going to be really high energy. So this is going to kind of push us into a situation of really getting focused on what we desire in life. It will also bring up things that you have not resolved. So if there are things in your life that you're still holding on to, that you haven't resolved, or you're avoiding, the universe will be very quick to push these into your consciousness. If you choose not to deal with them, that's your decision. But I will tell you that it will make your life more challenging and more difficult. So you want to make sure that right now, as we move to the end of the month, like I said, we went through these 3 portals in this month. Very high energy comes in. You might have had a lot of effects or impact of these either in your life, things happening physically, physical symptoms we have all the time as far as headaches and ear ringing and body aches. We have a lot of that as well. So there's a lot happening, but also a lot of emotional things or old things coming up back into your life that you never really dealt with. So that, of course, is always something that's very important as we move forward, is to say, wow, these things keep coming up into my life. Or on a positive note, sometimes opportunities come that you didn't expect, or old people come back into your life that maybe, wow, before the timing wasn't right for us to work together or do something. Now, all of a sudden, that seems to be coming back into your life and is going to create a great opportunity. Now, then we have coming up right after this, on the 26th of May, we have a supermoon. So supermoon is when the moon is very close to the earth. We're actually experiencing 4 in a row. So we had March, April. This is the 3rd one. This will be the most powerful one because it's the closest to the earth. And then the final one of this sequence will be in June, but this one's going to be the most powerful. But the kicker here is we also have the same day a lunar eclipse. So a lunar eclipse is always about internal shifting and changing. So all this energy that's come in through May, which has helped us elevate and bring ourselves to a much higher level of consciousness and awareness, regardless of what the world looks like outside. There's a lot of internal shifting that is taking place. So as that's happening, now we have this eclipse, which is with the supermoon, which brings us into this very high energy and creates and brings us into some other internal elevation and changes, and will help us really move to a much higher place as we take our lives forward for the second half of 2021. And then just to really cap off the month, because we've had such a wild month as it is, on the 29th, we will go into a Mercury retrograde, which actually slows things down a little bit. So we've had such a tremendous surge of energy this year, especially the last couple of months, especially the month of May, that the retrograde gives us a chance to kind of take a breath, slow down a little bit, and kind of gives us a few weeks to settle in before we start ramping up again late in June. So tremendous, a lot of things going on. Again, if you're in alignment and you're moving in a positive direction, this is going to be a wonderful time for you. If there are things you haven't dealt with or you haven't sorted out, please deal with it now, because you're going to see the ramifications of not dealing with it. So stay in your space, but work on yourself, be nice to yourself, focus on what you want. This is a time for you to focus on your desires, because in energy, when we are feeling good, we're at high energy and we're helping the world and everybody else be there as well. So stay your path, enjoy this next end of this month, this next week or so, and be ready for things to change and be open to new possibilities. I'll see you soon.